So last week we had some callers call up. That was very interesting. A lot of people enjoyed that. So this week we want to stay in the vein, but do a little different. We had some questions that people submitted, and we picked one in particular. So from the audience, this is a question from a young man. He said, "My girl and I recently broke up after I got caught on IG. What can I do to make her forget about the past and get back with her?" So he said, after I got caught on IG, I'm assuming he got caught cheating on IG. That's what I would assume.
He made some mistakes, yeah.
So
I'm in shambles right now.
his girl, I guess, caught him cheating on Instagram. So what can he do to make her forget about the past and get back with her?
My boy, prayers for you. As men, we've all been here. I don't know if you can't make her forget the past. The only thing you can do is do better if you get her back and make the decision if that's what you want to do. Fellas, gotta stop lying, yo. If you're gonna move around, you gotta come out the gate like, hey, you gonna be my main baby, and then I got two backups. But fellas, be careful. I don't know if y'all know, because y'all may not be tuned in, but them little Facebook groups of "Is This My Man" in Houston, Atlanta, Miami are going crazy.
The what? Is it my man?
Yeah, you know, on Facebook, they got a thing where it'd be like thousands of girls. They put a picture up and be like, is anybody messing with him?
Oh, okay.
That's how you got. That's how you got caught. So sprinkle.
That's how he got caught.
Yeah.
So it's a community of people in different cities, and they put their significant other up there, and they say, that, is anybody messing with him? And then somebody will come out like, yeah, I'm messing with him. And then it's like, okay, well, show me some proof. And then they show.
And they go paperwork party. 1090 Jake for the baddies, for real. It's in LA, Houston, Miami, Atlanta, you know what I mean? So, fellas, the women are getting smarter. Like, gotta be careful. Get your affairs in order, because it's summertime coming up. And if she break up with you right before the summer pop, ooh, boy, you're gonna cry many a nights. So, but I don't know what you can do to get it back. I think women know if you're being sincere, if you are going to change. You might just have to go through the ringer for a while, to be honest, but tell her why you did it. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. But ladies, what should my guy do to get back in good graces with this woman? Shotty, what would you have him do?
Well, it's one of these things, right? Where that's crazy about that Facebook group. Once again, that just goes back to my theory.
That shit going crazy, yo.
But if you gotta go through that while you're in a relationship, right? If you gotta post your significant other on Facebook to find out if he's cheating on you, why are you even with?
Also, it could be a random too who just may like you and who may vibe. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. I hope you're asking for some proof, but it's just, that's crazy. I never heard about that before, but that's crazy. Yeah. But this goes back to another question that I would like to ask, is that, can material items and money change somebody's mind if they've been cheated on? Because some high profile people, and of course there's more stuff that went into this, but we all know the story about Kobe Bryant, right? When he got caught, rest in peace, he brought his wife a $4 million ring. Jay-Z has been very vocal. He said, when y'all cheat, y'all could buy a bag. I'm paraphrasing. He said, I had to move the whole family to the West Coast. So he bought a house in California, relocated. And then I think Beyonce had rapped about that too, like how much he gave her. Now, of course, that probably comes with some other stuff, therapy, and I'm sorry, but ladies,
and she's gonna question you about everybody you interacted with for the last 9 years.
Does receiving material items, is that a way to make up for cheating? What do you think, Ian?
That hasn't been my route that I've taken when I got caught up.
What have you done? What have you done?
In one case, I just apologized and said I would do different. The other ones, I just let go. Like sometimes when I was immature, to put the phone on the table and let you go through was my escape out when you wouldn't leave. Sorry.
So when you say you apologized, did she just accept it?
No. I was like, I got called a bunch of other names other than master investor. Trust me.
Did you stay together?
Well, we got a little break, and then we end up rekindling later. Shout out to my baby. So sometimes it takes time. It takes time to reconvene, and you got to come back a better person. You got to eat, pray, love. What's Remit's book? The eight rules of love. You got to come back and be a better person. Also, we got to have a conversation at one point. It's like, for men, you don't know this until you go through it. But having all the extra women and everybody's polyamorous, all that shit now. Having 5 or 6 women around is not the vibe, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. It's going to lose you a lot of money too. Like, you got to be careful. So, but it takes time to, go through your phases and date a bunch of people to realize, like, having one good person is better than having like 1 in 3 possible okays that's around you for the wrong reason.
So, yeah, it's one of these things, right? I think the best way to I've never had to go through this, so I'm speaking from just my opinion. I think
you're smart, man. Well, I'm stupid, Joe. Why don't you be stopping me when I be telling my truth?
I think the best way to do this is just to be honest with a person, right? Like,
yep.
You know what? I made a mistake, X, Y, and Z. You just explain the situation, and then I feel like the person is either going to accept your apology or not accept your apology.
Or not.
Or they can accept your apology and not want to be with you anymore, or they can accept your apology and still want to be with you. But you can't force somebody to still be with you no matter what.
Nope.
Like I'm saying. Yeah. So I just feel like, what can you do? You lay out the situation, you put your best foot forward, you give an explanation. I just don't see how giving something physically it makes that any better, right? Like, I don't know if like giving somebody a car makes you forget about this situation. Like, I just never that's the part that I just never understood. Like, okay, if I buy you a necklace, how does that change? How does this change anything except you have a necklace?
Yeah, right? You'll buy a car, she go pick up her work husband. Also, she may forgive you and get her get back. Fellas, you got to be careful. If you can't handle her doing to you what you did to her, I'm not pandering, but some of y'all be acting tough and then your girls get to creeping. No good.